I bear witness there is only one King of the Toads, and Iceman the Great blesses his fans and his subscribers. Welcome to the Diablo 4 Research Institution. I'm your host, Professor Ice Deck. Appreciate you guys coming by. Like this video if you will, subscribe to the page, and swat that bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons. May you have many wives. Links in the description below. So it's strange times that we're charting, isn't it? Yeah, we have the expansion right around the corner. What's it called again? Vessel of Hatred. We will be facing transgender Mephisto. Maybe. And we will be entering the jungles of Kekistan. Is that what it's called? Kekistan or some bullshit? The jungles, the Act 3, the Flare Dungeon, all that bullshit. Yep, it is right around the corner, man. Season 6. Will you be playing Season 6? When is that coming out, by the way? Let me look it up on my phone real quick. Let me know if you guys are going to be playing it. When is Season 6 Diablo 4? Let's see what the answer... Oh my god. There's no answer. Okay, that's fine. There's no answer. I don't know what it is. I think it's when the expansion releases, which is October 8th or something. But what a strange time. Wow. What a strange time to be alive. You know, we live in a day where there's just everything coming at us all at once, all the time. It's not like what it used to be. Do you guys remember when you had to take the game cartridge and you had to put it in your Nintendo 64, and then you had to turn it on while the TV was on, and then you held the controller, and the game title screen came up? You guys remember that? Sometimes you'd have to take out the thing and the cartridge, and then you put it back in there. Wow. Things have changed. One of you guys made mention in my previous video when I was going on about the rune words in Diablo 4, the added rune words, the cause and effect rune words. Perhaps these are rune words in name only. Perhaps these are Rawinos, as far as I see it, because it's not like what it was in Diablo 2, where you'd find a base item, either white or grayed out, because it was ethereal. And you'd find them with a certain amount of sockets that you were looking for that were required for whatever rune word you were trying to make. And you hone down the item type, etc. Then you'd put them all in there in a certain order, and it would make an entirely new item, right, with all sorts of effects on it, and often game changing. Sometimes they'd even have auras on them. Sometimes they would cast a curse, like Lawbringer, for example, the Decrepify curse. It was awesome. Or Last Wish, Life Tap curse, things like that. But it's different in Diablo 4, where you just put it in your legendary or unique or mythic armor, weapon, helm, sockets, right? Maybe weapon, I'm not entirely sure. Weapon and armor, whatever weapon, or a helm and armor. And you put them X, A, and B, and it has a cause and effect. So it's pretty basic. And I mentioned how I remember when the runes came out for Diablo 2, just how much of an open adventure that offered. Like, we knew that there were these new things in there. They were like, something has changed in Sanctuary. I remember reading the patch notes They added all sorts of things. And I was like, what the hell is a rune? And then I remember going through Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and a couple would fall. And it just said if you put it in a weapon, it does this. Or you put it in armor, it does this. 2 men after each kill. So it's like, oh, I don't know if these are good ones or not. I was like, I don't know where the ceiling is with this stuff. So it's very exploratory, and there wasn't just stuff all over the internet about it. And when you guys made mention in the comments how like a week or two into the first season where the runes were released, that you didn't even know that they actually made unique like items. You just thought that they were just whatever they did, whatever they offered on their little detail note, and that's all they did. You know, you put in a helm, they do this. You put them in a weapon, they do this. You didn't know that it actually made some weird-ass item with all sorts of stats, and you said that when you first saw an insight pull axe in the inventory of another character, he showed you it in the trade screen. Just how godly that was, yeah, the insight pull axe. Gave you the meditation aura, you'd put it on your mercenary, and your mana would just keep going up and up and up and up and up. It was awesome. But what's interesting is things have changed. You know, these aren't the days of old. For those of you who are inquiring. Yeah, this is a new age. Or just shit's everywhere on the internet. All the time. And it makes me wonder. What if we were to just take it a step back? What if on a day we take our cell phones, right? And we just set them down. And we don't touch it. What if we take a deep breath? Hold it for a moment. And then exhale. And begin to realize that we're a living, breathing being. Then what if we were to go on a walk outside in the morning? No cell phone, no internet, nothing. You go around your block. There's a cemetery I live by. I'll go through the cemetery. Walk amongst the dead. And then return home. What if we were to do this on, say, the day of the expansion? What if we were to log on? Select your character. Customize them a bit. I prefer going with the female necromancer. She has a bit of a jawline. Her brow ridge is a bit prominent. I haven't really verified the finger digit ratio, but I almost don't want to. But I mean, she looks the best, I would say, compared to all the others. Compared to the rogue who's like this, just like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Compared to the wizard or sorcerer, there's just something up with her. And we don't have to talk about the lunch lady druid, do we? No. With those bodybuilder arms and everything else? No. The saggy skin? No. The ghoulish face with the boils? No, we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, I'll probably make the necromancer. But imagine going into this new and afresh as if you were born again. Imagine the sensation without the trappings of distraction surrounding you. Yeah, no windows up on the computer. No reading all this bullshit online. No watching videos on the side. No icy veins, no guides. No, oh, I'm going to do the best I can at whatever means I can and looking up all the information I can to try to make this build the most optimal right now. Now, what if you brought back the sense of adventure? What if you brought back the spiritual journey? Wow. Yeah. I think that we're in our uncharted times right now. What if this is the way? The truth and the life? What if it really is to shed away all the bullshit, even though it's right here, accessible? It's here, Iceman. You can reach out and grab it. You can watch this, or watch that, or read this, or read that. But what if the trick here is to say no? Fuck all that bullshit. What if the trick is to pull the veil from our eyes? To become blind so that we may see. That's what I'm fixing to do, man. Alright. I know I've talked shit about Diablo 4. A lot of shit. A lot of it's probably deserved. Giving stuff too easy, making this damn game for toddlers. Where's the rarity of things? What do white items, base items, rares, magic items? Why are they completely fucking useless? What are they even doing in the game? Why are legendaries raining from the sky? Do you remember when they told us that they weren't going to be? You guys remember that? Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, this isn't going to be like Diablo 3. No, the legendaries aren't going to be raining through the sky. Yeah, not in Diablo 4, no. And now you can't even play for like 2 minutes without having your inventory filled with legendaries. You gotta go and salvage all that shit just constantly. Point being, I've complained about this game to an extent. But with that being said, nothing's perfect. Not yet. And perhaps it has some redeeming qualities about it. But yeah, you guys see what I'm saying? Things get tarnished to a certain degree when it's under the microscope continually. And when you're just constantly filling your mind with this and that and this and that. Often the negativity. So I challenge you to put this shit down when the expansion comes out and join me on this journey in acknowledging that everything is spiritual. Now, this is going to be a spiritual journey, but let me know if you guys are going to be with me. Season 6. Yeah, I have some critiques and I will make future videos on them, but there's some things coming down the pipe, right? I was going to say Project Diablo 2. You guys know when that's coming out? The next season of Project Diablo 2, I'll be playing that on my other channel. But we have Path of Exile 2. And I will be showcasing that game. I will be experiencing that either on this channel or my other one. I'm not entirely sure yet. So stay tuned for that. But the competition is good. But some, of course, are speculating that Blizzard has fully reverted on their decision to make this game cater a bit more to Diablo 2 fans, and now have brought it right back in par with Diablo 3. Or it's like the same damn thing. But I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you guys will, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.